The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. Now here's Towns. Over to the left wing. Leonard with the steal. Oh, and here comes Wall all alone. Here's George. He can't hit that time. And Minnesota now the other way.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
He's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instincts just showing off from Russell there.
Now here's George. It's Wall with the drive. Here's Zubac. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Here's McDaniels. Makes it off the glass.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 4-point game. George. Minnesota with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Edwards kicks to McDaniels. That time from Leonard.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Wall, no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Towns dishes to McDaniels. Here's Russell. Back to McDaniels. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Here's Covington. Zubac. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Towns, the screen. Russell kicks to Towns. Lets it go from deep. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Inside. Stolen by McDaniels. For the finish. And the dunk by Towns.
And he also brings the hustle to the table. Towns doesn't wait when the break is on. He's quick to get up the court.
Now here's Leonard. Zubac finds Covington. The three from George. Nailed from three-point land.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Russell looking around. Shoots it up. And it's good off the back rim and in.
So many plays are initiated from the pick and roll for Russell, and for very good reason. He's got as good a feel for that as you could hope for.
Now here is George. Here's Covington. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Russell against Wall. Russell kicks to Towns. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And George with the stuff.
Great timing there. Paul George rising up, collecting the ball, and throwing it down.
Outside Russell. Out to Edwards. Minnesota working with a new shot clock. Russell against Wall. A little shot fake there, got the D out of position. Russell's got his second bucket.
And I love that move for this guy. When he's in rhythm, that's money.
Outside, Covington. Pass to Zubats. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Zubats the pass to Wall. Outside, Leonard. Kicks it out to Covington. A 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, if you look up 3 and D in the dictionary, you might see a photo of Robert Covington. He's bringing that spacing to his offense.
Russell from long range. Towns for 3. Drops in the tray. Towns has got 5 points so far.
You remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch? Now those big guys are everywhere.
So at the end of... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here is Russell. Paul George making his last shot. Russell kicks to Towns. That one, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Oh, Leonard in position. Russell with a wide open look. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Here's Edwards and Leonard with the block.
That's why they call him the clock. Kawhi getting in there with those massive mitts.
And Wall kicks to Leonard. Here's George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Now, here's McDaniel. And it's sent back by Leonard. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. And it's good, 2 points. Covington's got 7 points.
And he'll eat up ground in a hurry. Covington running the lane and getting out on the break.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Outside, Russell. Out to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. And Edwards with the stop.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
George double team. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Now the pass to Russell. Towns sets the pick for Russell. No good on the triple. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And it's George missing. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And Brent, as an NBA player, there's tremendous competition, but also shared respect, and some say a brotherhood. How does that all balance out?
I think, Kevin, there's a clear line of delineation of what you're talking about once playoff time hits the NBA. I mean, during the regular season, you see a lot of guys spending some time with one another, but come playoff time, I'd be hard-pressed to find that kind of interaction because guys know what's on the line, they know what's at stake, and competition always reigns supreme.
And here's Russell. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Russell passes to Towns. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Wall passes to Zubac.
2 minutes remaining in that. 2 minutes.
Leonard, that's for 2. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Gobert, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple of seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
For Minnesota, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Here's Russell. Wall grabs the board. The Clippers in the lead. It's Covington on the wing. He's guarded by Russell. Beyond the arc. And Covington gets it to go on the assist from Wall.
3 points.
Covington's got 10 points in the game. Outside, Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Towns at the elbow. And the dunk by Towns.
Yeah, that's what we call playing with force. And Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
George passes to Zubac. Clippers moving the ball around. And the dunk by Zubac.
Assisted by.
Take it up strong, big fella.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Up top, Russell, covered by Wall. Russell kicks to Gobert. Shoots over Zubac. Gobert can't hit. Covington passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
McDaniels, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly.
20. The Clippers, 26.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Robert Covington. What a contribution.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
How about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Timberwolves trail by 5.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
LA has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. And the Clippers miss again.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And finished off by McDaniel.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 5. It's stolen by Edwards. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Second personal foul.
Free throw, no good for Russell.
At the line for Minnesota, D'Angelo Russell.
It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. If you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
Zubats, the rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. Here's Leonard. Outside Covington. Dishes at the wall. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot. Yeah, the defender all over.
The Timberwolves shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
At the line for Minnesota,
In town, drops them both.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now, here's George. He has 7.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Outside, Russell. Pass to Gobert. It's John Wall with the rebound.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
George, no good.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on George.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And he sinks the second. Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Gobert against George. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves trail. Right side Towns for the tie. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all.
And Los Angeles guys shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And it's George finishing it off.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Edwards. And the rejection by Zubats. And George kicks to Zubats. Pass to Wall. It's Covington on the wing. 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. They get it back. Zubats. Gobert with the block. It's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
1:05 left in the third. Russell against Wall. Right side Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Towns for 3.
Multiple defensive positions is why Covington has the value he does for this team.
Oh, Covington in position.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside Russell. The pass to McDaniels from past the arc. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his 4th rebound in this one. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And it's Leonard missing. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Russell inside. Zubats defending. 2 seconds left. And And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on John Wall.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
From deep, George. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Clippers lead by 3. Don't go anywhere. The final. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 3. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the wall. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
To the inside, here's McDaniels. A miss that time, would have put him up. McDaniels gotten only 2 of his 8 attempts to fall from the floor. Past Wall. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Wall's got his first 2 points.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
Towns, the pass to McDaniels. Banked in off the glass.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
George looking over the floor. Launches a 3. The shot, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. There's the lob to Towns. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And look at the explosion from the big fella. Towns' game oozes athleticism.
Covington dishes to Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk. And guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Out to Edwards. To the middle. Here's Towns. And the rejection by Zubats. Here's George. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Out left to the wing. Outside, Edwards. Crosses over. Driving in. And Edwards with the stuff.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
It's George on the wing. Edwards defending. Kicks it out to Leonard. Jacks up a 3. Gobert pulls it in. Minnesota in the lead. Outside, Towns. Leonard with the steal. Wall looking it over. Covington finds Leonard. Covington a screen on Gobert. Leonard the pass to Covington.
Covington, he gets underappreciated, but a guy who runs the floor, he'll guard a bunch of different positions, he'll hit 3-point shots. It's a lot of complimentary stuff.
And the first one at the line is good.
Covington. 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Covington. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Russell kicks to Towns. Here's the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
A 3 from Leonard. Takes it out to Covington. From deep. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Clippers lead by 3. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Clippers.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
Well, another thing that has really stood out is just their effort defensively. Active hands, jumping the passing lanes, racking up steals. That's been impressive.
Here's George. That one a little long.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Zubats. Leonard inside, working on McDaniels.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now Leonard. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here is Wall. Now here's Covington. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one.
That's the end of
All
the
right,
game.
David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.